By the way, joining us now with reaction, incoming Trump White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy, Stephen Miller. 1 week from tonight, we'll have a lot to talk about. If you come back on this program, what will we likely be able to say that Donald Trump accomplished in his first few hours as president?
Well, I'll be glad to come back, Sean, and have that conversation with you then. And here's what I will say. The one thing that President Trump has been clear and consistent about this entire campaign is as soon as he gets into the Oval Office, he's going to sign the most comprehensive border security package by executive order in American history. These executive orders will not only fully shut down the southern border, stop illegal immigration, begin the mass deportation of illegal aliens and criminals in our country, it will also begin the process of eradicating the criminal cartel threat from this country once and for all, systematically dismantling every single transnational street gang that is raping, murdering, maiming, attacking, and otherwise wreaking havoc against our citizens. That bill will ensure that every single element of this government is committed to restoring our national sovereignty. State Department, Defense Department, Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, FBI, ATF, DEA, ICE, and Border Patrol. The president has also been clear. He's going to drill, baby, drill. He said this from the beginning. He's going to unleash American energy. He's going to get control of the federal government, the federal workforce. He's going to bring workers back to their offices. He's going to end the travesty in which federal workers are pretending to work but are not actually working. They're at home watching Netflix while you're paying their salaries. He's going to make sure that the federal bureaucracy is accountable to the president and thus to the American people. He's going to stop sending taxpayer dollars overseas where it does not belong, and he's going to stop funding radical left-wing NGOs that hate Americans and hate the American people, and he is going to stop the insanity of waste all across this federal government, and he's going to fight to bring down inflation and to make life affordable again for Americans, and so many other executive actions in the first day, in the first week, all throughout this presidency, Sean.
It sounds like shock and awe. If you had to guess, first 2 days, how many executive orders?
Well, I don't want to say exactly what number, but I will say this. In terms of total executive actions, in other words, specific commands that President Trump is delivering, there will be over 100 executive actions, commands to the bureaucracy to change their ways.
Change is coming, and it's needed, and not a moment too soon.
Big change is coming.
Stephen Miller.
Leftism's discredited. Trump is coming to save America. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen next week.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.